being okay with the immortality and mortality of life. Welcome back to another episode. My name is Jasmine, an earth animal oracle, spiritual healer, intuitive healer, and animal communicator. This topic is really special to me and really important. And I remember when I was journeying through the last few months, late last year, with Tilly, and a beautiful friend of mine who was helping me through this process. She had a similar journey to me with her cat. And she said, when I was going through the death, I was really faced with the immortality and the mortality of life. And faced with the normalizing death as a normal part of life, And I can remember really clearly the moment I was sitting in my bedroom, I was sitting in bed, Tilly was with me, and I was just being with her. And I was very much in my humanness and my human heart that was really struggling with the process and was quite confronted by the process. And I think I had come into the acceptance, or at least I was edging closer to the acceptance, that Tilly was taking a journey of leaving her body and she was not choosing to stay here. And I was being midwifered into that process as well. And so I remember thinking, okay, this is our 8th incarnation together. That means that she has been here, and we have been together 7 lifetimes before, which means she has been here and died 7 times before. And I know that as a soul, I've been here 30 times at least. And I feel like it's potentially more, but 30 is what I'm conscious of. And so if we have been together 7 times before, and this is our 8th incarnation, it means we have lived and died already. And I almost had to coach myself through this process, because my human heart was like, this is so hard, this is painful, this is stressful, this is traumatic, I can't deal with it, this is too much for me. I'm not going to leave her side, but I need to fix this. And probably part of that was, because I love her so much and I don't want her to leave. But also, if I can fix it, then I don't have to deal with it. But normalizing death as a very normal part of life is such a beautiful, sacred and reverence experience, because if we look at the mortality, we are all going to die. Every single one of us, every plant, every tree, every human, every animal is going to die, their earthly body is going to die. It's not going to hang around and be here forever. But then if we look at the immortality of life shows us that we actually never die, that the physical body is here for a very short amount of time, but the soul continues to live on. And in fact, someone very special to me and near and dear to me said to me, because I ended up euthanizing Tilly, or using assisted death is I probably feel comfortable about that rather than euthanasia. She said, you're not killing the soul. You're just, the body is dying and the body is leaving, but you're not killing the soul. And that actually helped to bring some sort of comfort and peace and understanding to me around that whole process. And so death really gives us the opportunity to sit with the mortality and the immortality of life. The mortality, knowing that, okay, I am never going to be Jasmine Law again. I'm never going to be in this body again. I'm in this body once, and I'm in this body for this earthly incarnation. Same with everybody else. But the immortality, knowing that, okay, I'm going to live forever. My soul never ever dies. It just literally experiences itself and goes in and out of dimensions. It goes down to the physical, the earth dimension, and it exists in the 4th dimension and the 5th and the 6th and the 7th and all the way up to the 12th and beyond. And I live in, you know, this earthly plane, but I also live in other earthly planes. I also live in the Lemuria, and I also live in Lyra, and I also live in Syria because my soul's had lifetimes there. And I also live in different bodies, right? And so my soul is constantly experiencing itself and experiencing life in multiple different forms, and it never ever dies. And so I feel like death, amongst so many things, this is one of the beautiful pieces that it offers us, to be able to sit with the mortality and the immortality of life, and an opportunity for us to be okay, and knowing that we will continue to live on and we will continue to journey through the cosmos, and at some point we will reincarnate and come back and have another earthly experience. And knowing that we can access all parts of ourselves through the quantum, through the cosmos, and that we can access our loved ones and we can access our animals through time and space. Well, through the vastness of energy, knowing that time doesn't actually exist anyway. So that is all for today's video. And yeah, let me know, are you okay with the mortality and the immortality of life? Did death offer you this opportunity? And if you're not okay with that, what is it about that experience that I'm not okay with? And let's open a beautiful conscious conversation around this, and I'll chat to you soon in the next video. Bye for now.